G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. So I'm here to present my AFLW Fantasy Side Team Picker edition. So AFLW has just been released, so AFLW Fantasy has just been released, so I just thought I'd show you guys my side and let me know your thoughts if you got, because to be honest, I don't have much idea what I'm doing. So if you could guys give me tips down below if you know a bit about AFLW and you're going to do it this year, because this is my first year of doing it. And so yeah, I just wanted to quickly touch over SuperCoach. So as I said, nothing's changed. My vice captain is Laird, my captain is Oliver, and I've traded Jaden Short to Angus Brayshaw. So I've got the two Brayshaw brothers in my side. So we'll see how that goes. I'm now down to 0 trades. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight into AFLW. And I just realised once again, I have not, wait, let me just go on the side. Yeah, let me just extend my face cam because that might be necessary. All right, so here's the side. So I've done a little bit of research. I've had a mate of mine help me out. And yeah, so we'll just see how we go. So starting the back line, Ruby. Oh, I'm going to butcher so many of these names. Ruby Schleitcher. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the first year I might properly get into AFLW. Since Hawthorn are in it now, and I'm a Hawthorn supporter, so I'll be tuning into them a little bit. And also this will help me stick to, I guess, this AFLW fantasy. Might stick to me being a bit more into it and all that. So I'm keen for that. So Ruby Schleitzer, I don't know, but she's the highest, she's the most expensive defender in the games, and a lot of people are picking her. I saw on AFLW Fantasy, they released the top 5 most most highly owned players. And yeah, I've just picked all 5 of them because I need all the help I can get. So I've picked her. She should go all right. Tall defender, I believe. So see how that goes. Katie Lynch. I've gone with Katie Lynch. For a couple of reasons. One of them, she's actually meant to have a bit of a different role. I haven't looked exactly into what type of role that is, but that does excite me that she might be a good option this year. And second of all, in junior footy, I actually played with Katie Lynch. So bit of history there. And she was our best player. So I think that sums it all up and why she's very good in AFLW. So I thought she'd make it if they made the AFLW. So she has. Amber Clark, I believe, was a first-round pick for Essendon. Should get a bit of time, surely. I think Essendon's side's pretty young and up and about, so that's why I've also picked Mia Bush. I saw I forgot what the Twitter account is, but they've released most of the best 21s sides, and that's actually helped me quite a bit. And she's starting on the halfback flank according to that. So, yeah, I'll start her. She's Irish, Aline Gilroy. I've picked a couple of hawkers just to, I'm keen for the AFLW season for Hawthorn. So I didn't get a ticket for Essendon Hawthorn. So I might try to get one if I don't have any plans. And it's sold out, but it might be moved to Marvel. So there might be even more tickets up and about for it. Aline Gilroy is Irish. And I listened at work, a little Hawthorn AFLW podcast edition with Tamara Luke, and she did say Aline Gilroy will be maybe the one player that can get a few fantasy points according to her. So I'll back Tamara in. She's part of the leadership group. She knows what the side's about. So I'm backing Gilroy in here as a bit of a mid-pricer, you could say. Celine Moody, I believe she has a twin sister who also is a ruck and is the most expensive ruck in the game. So I'm going to back the other twin in Celine Moody, who plays for the Dogs. Tilly Lucas-Rod is the captain of the Hawks for AFLW. So to be honest, I just want her in my side. I'm backing her in to do well. I think she's going to be the main midfield bull in there, along with Fleming, and I believe there was another Bascarin for Hawthorn. So they drafted a couple of mids in there, and I think you know, she'll be the main leader in there. And then you've got all the other rookies in the centre bounce. Monique Conti, my mate helped me here, and he just said, yeah, you got to get her in. She sure does well, so I'll back her in. Georgia Patrikos for St Kilda, who didn't play last year due to the COVID vaccine. So I believe this should be a discounted price for her capabilities. So I'm going to back her in too. Hannah Dunn for Port. Port have got a lot of young players as well, another expansion side. So I've got her in there as well. Montana Ham, first pick of the draft this year, should get a lot of opportunity at Sydney as a new club. Abby Mackay, Chloe Shear, and Hannah Ewings. As I said, I don't know an awful heap about some of these players, unfortunately, but I'll learn as the game goes on, as the season goes on. Abby Mackay for Carlton. Chloe Shear, I believe both of these girls could be pushed into the midfield, to my knowledge. So we'll see how that goes for them. Hannah Ewings, number 12. Didn't do any research on her, unfortunately, but she's highly owned. She's in there as one of the more highly owned players as well. So I've just popped her in. She must be highly owned for a reason. Cynthia Hamilton. Now, I found out, I saw somewhere where she's actually going to be a lock to play round one by the looks of things. So, yeah, she's a lock into my side. And Ella Roberts is another player. They actually had before they released the high stone players. So I've got her in there as well, and should do good things. Zoe Wakefor, I saw her on the bench for the best 21 for West Coast. So I popped her in. I'm struggling for defender rookies. To be honest, Amelia Radford should be spending a bit of time in the middle as well. Elizabeth Mcgrath for Port, who's should be the main ruck apparently. So that's a good backup ruck. Zeri Goldsworthy, don't know all too much about her, but I believe she should be starting for the Giants. And I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what to do with this because I haven't played AFL fantasy all that much. So I've just put Tamara Smith in there. I don't really know what you do with this utility position. If you guys can let me know in the comments down below, I'd really appreciate that because I'm a bit lost on what to do here. But Tamara Smith should be playing on the wing for the Hawks this year. I believe she came from the Cats VFL side, so be interested to see how that goes. So that's my side. As I said, I'm very new to this, so I don't really know an awful heap of what I'm doing. So please let me know in the comments down below. Players who I should be picking, players I should be swapping out, blah, blah, blah. So I think my one weakness here is I don't have one of those top tier midfielders. So if I wanted to get like an Ebony Marinoff, Kiara Bowers from Freo, Hatchard from Adelaide as well. So if I wanted to get any of them in, I'm going to need to cut some coin a bit. Maybe I have to keep the bias aside and maybe move Tilly Lucas right on. Maybe chop some coin somewhere else and bring in maybe like a Marinoff or a Bowers, etc. I believe there's no league, so I actually find that a little bit disappointing. Like, I wouldn't mind having a SDS SuperCoach AFLW fantasy league, but is what it is. Maybe it releases a bit later. I'm not too sure. So, yeah, so it's going to be a quick video. I'm not going to have some analytical genius approach to this. I'm just doing it for a bit of fun and a bit of extra content in the off season, as SuperCoach for this year is drawing to a close. So I've got big plans next year on what to do. So this is going to put me in good stead for AFLW. And yeah, so I'll be releasing this in the off season. So I hope you guys keep up to date with that, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers.